Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the weekly comic book round. We're about halfway through, so let's get started with Avengers: War Across Time, number 4. Continuing the Silver Age, early days of the Avengers-based miniseries, where we left off. Once again, Sindri had stolen Mjolnir from Thor and had escaped into the Earth with the Lava Men. Clearly, this does not make Thor happy because, well, kind of needs. At this point in time, he did kind of need Mjolnir. So we open with Thor tearing up the street to get to Sindri. But then he leaves in frustration. The rest of the Avengers grab the front end of a bulldozer and use that to dig through, with Iron Man also using his repulsor rays. Sindri is leading the lava men towards their volcano, where he means to melt Mjolnir down, even if it destroys Midgard. Thor has reverted back to the Donald Blake form and watches the Avengers try to make their way through to get to the lava men before walking away, knowing he has no means of petitioning Odin for help. The Avengers rush in, dealing with the lava men. Wasp flies ahead, doing what she can to scout ahead for information. Asks if Iron Man has a thermal scanning device, which and basically follow the heat. Which they do. In the future, Kang has conquered yet another world, and he's informed that the device to summon the Avengers to the future is ready. But the Avengers deal with the lava men. Iron Man and Giant Man are both swarmed, and in fact, Giant Man shrinks down into Ant-Man to escape. But it comes down to just Cap versus Sindri, and Sindri throws Mjolnir at him. Cap dodges, knowing that once Mjolnir is thrown, it returns to its rightful owner. And above, Donald Blake is at the hole, though the police are trying to get him to stand back, when Mjolnir flies out and to him, and then Thor shows up, deals with Sindri, and the lava men just kind of, seem to be lost in morale. However, the remaining Avengers are teleported away, and that is where the issue ends. I'm digging this series. It's honestly like reading one of the old Stan Lee, Jack Kirby Avengers issues. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty, number 11. Where we left off, Destroyer had sacrificed himself to stop MODOK. Steve's doing what he can to console Sharon while Bucky watches, saddened at Destroyer's death. Cap has the rest of his allies deal with MODOK, while he himself will deal with the power. He manages to do so, and Redacted is able to stop MODOK, while, like, as I said, Cap is able to stop the power. Cap talks to Bucky as the Outer Circle's base is hovering above Manhattan. Cap and his allies again mourn Roger. A week later, Cap's grilling on having a barbecue on the top of the building that Cap lives in. But it seems that the Redacted is taking some damage. And Steve helps him in the bed, and the Redacted says that he'd like to have a name. And it's revealed that Peggy Carter is in communication with someone from the Outer Circle, saying that Redacted is off the board. And the issue ends with Steve inviting Sharon to move in with him. When there's a knock on the door, Steve's son Ian, Nomad, shows up, fresh from his recent appearances in Captain America: Symbol of Truth. And that is where the issue ends, setting the stage for the upcoming Captain America Cold War crossover between Sentinel of Liberty and Symbol of Truth. All in all, good wrap up to this arc. Looking forward to seeing how everything from both Symbol of Truth and Sentinel of Liberty converge in Cold War. Probably won't wait too long, honestly. Moving on, though, to our next book, we have I Am Iron Man #2. So this is basically each issue is a self-contained story. So just celebrating Iron Man through the years. So this issue, Iron Man is trying to prevent an asteroid from slamming into the Earth. But his momentum is too much. However, he's able to he shatters the asteroid, but meteorites land elsewhere. Iron Man tries to do what he can to mitigate the damage he'll do. Luckily, no one dies, but Iron Man ends up at the bottom of the ocean, communicating telepathically with a giant fish. The fish is willing to help him because the fish knows where the chunk of the meteorite is. And he notes that the fish is saying that the schools that he follows, usually to feed, normally the 5Fs are what they think of, but now they're all keyed into flee. But Iron Man's able to find the remnant of the meteor, and he's found by some SHIELD deep dive agents, and that is where the issue ends. There's also dedication on the end that the issue is written and illustrated for and dedicated to everyone whose body betrays them, whose body has kept them away from their dream lifestyle, or whose body has caused them frequent hospital visits. Don't give up. Keep fighting for life. Like Iron Man, defy Mother Nature one day at a time. And that is where the issue ends. I'm liking this series. That was It's a good story. I like this one. Dedication was also quite nice. Personally, when I was a kid, from shortly after I was born until I was about 5, I was in and out of the hospital because of asthma. So I know it's not. I know it's not that serious, but I know what it's like to to frequent hospital visits. Anyway, moving on though to our next book, we've got Scarlet Witch number 4. Where we left off, Darcy's past had finally come calling, as Scythia, leader of the Bacchae, came for Darcy and seemingly destroyed the shop. Bach, Scythia explains why she's come for Darcy. Apparently, Darcy's accused of killing one of the Bacchae, who are divided into various sects, and though Scythia doesn't agree with the views of the sect that whose leader Darcy's accused of killing, well, she's said leader was still a Bacchae. But the fight goes on, and in fact, at one point, Wanda drops the shop, having reformed it on top of Scythia. And as though she can to get everyone out of the area. The mysterious piece of rock is used as a weapon against Wanda, but Wanda's able to remove Scythia from Lockhill and erect a barrier preventing her from returning. But Darcy tells Wanda her story. She was a reporter, and her notes were she had infiltrated the Bacchae for a story, and her notes were discovered, and she was facing death, and she fought. She did kill the sex sister, but it was in self-defense. Outside of town, Scythia has discovered the remains of a suit of armor and means to use it for round 2 with Wanda. And that is where the issue ends. I've been enjoying this book. I think Wanda's overdue the spotlight, especially the spotlight of her own book. I can't remember if this is a miniseries or an ongoing. I'm hoping it's an ongoing. I like it, and I think Wanda deserves it. Moving on though to our last book for the moment, we have Magic the Gathering number 25. This is in fact the final issue of the series. Where we left off, our heroes, the assembled planeswalkers, were on Dominaria facing down with a recently repowered Nicol Bolas. In his what was his realm of Dominaria, Madara. He resurrects the dead to use as his army, and our heroes are outnumbered to a massive degree. However, the Weatherlight Teferi arrives on the Weatherlight, bringing help. Ral, Teferi himself, Elspeth, Kaito, who is in fact featured on the issue's Hidden Spark cover, Soren, Sahili, Tyvar, Nissa, Ajani, and Karn. And the assembled planeswalker. Oh, and Kiora. I almost forgot about her. You know, the same way that Wizards has. The assembled planeswalkers face off against Bolas. And it still does not appear to be enough, as Bolas is back at pre-mending power levels. However, Gideon's spirit arrives. And apparently, this is something I didn't know, but Liliana has been carrying a shard of the Black Blade. And explained that when the Black Blade shattered, the magics that had been worked into it by Nicol Bolas had been undone. And the members of the Gatewatch restate that the established members of the Gatewatch restate their oaths with Nico, Vraska, Ral, Garuk, son of Maeve, and the others also taking the oath of the Gatewatch, with the Black Blade reforged into the Oath Blade. Now Pegasus arrives and Jace climbs on and, with the Black Blade, slices Nicol Bolas' head off. Nahiri and Liliana had taken Asona to Icon, and they brought some of the other planeswalkers along too. Chandra to begin thawing the plane out. Nissa to bring life back to the plane. And the plane is seemingly reborn. Bolas' spirit endures, though his body is dead, which apparently not the first time that's happened. And Ugin and I can't remember her name, watched with Ugin being with it being insisted that Ugin do what he can to help. And that is where the series ends. In June, looks like we're going to get a new Magic series starting up. Planeswalkers, Noble. Though it may just be another one-shot. We'll have to see. I hope we're getting a new title starting up soon, but I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.